here going in. Here we go. I don't know if that's Snake's real name, but that's what I'm going to call him because that's all I know, Maz. We ain't close like that. But Dave wants to do some damage here and applying it very early, going for those setups. At Ledge, I commentated and IPhoenix alongside my friend Jackie a little bit earlier, and the setups that we see coming out are insane. There we go. It was not true for the down throw up tilt, but certainly a 0 to get a little bit slower, but able to use the grenade and tack on percent after percent after percent, and able to tackle Steve in that scenario. Minecart comes out, but here we go. Moon has got a mountain to climb, but if there's anyone who can do it, it's Steve with the equipment bag. As large as Steve has, that inventory is very full of tricks, traps, and trials for Snake to overcome. But at the moment, Piper, IPhoenix is doing a pretty good job.
I think he's doing an insane job to just deal with these walls, deal with pressure, and deal with these stocks. Almost 93 already. It's less than a minute of the game. I think he wants this shit done. And the stock, not quite done from C4. Oh my days. Yeah, I think it's just using the really small jump when Snake's holding it to get over Minecart excellently. He's using every little throw that Snake has with grenade to get past walls. He's being able to pressure, like destroy walls, pressure Steve from behind walls, and never give Moon a moment to breathe. This is insane.
Yeah, it's quite a sight when you see a character who I mentioned a little bit earlier when I was talking with Jackson just about the fact that Snake, like, while having results, didn't have that real notoriety until that second official tier list came, and then he was like 5th, and it was like, oh, I hold the phone, what's going on here? And then everyone's like, actually, when you look at it, Snake is an insane character, and up till that fast, with that big damage, able to just unsee anyone in his path here is the solid superstar that is Snake, the Metal Gear Soldier, ready to come in and dismantling Steve at the moment, looking a little bit like a Metal Gear, able to get out of dodge in that moment with that minecart, but unable to find that stopping power to stay around Snake. Clashing, we're using the grenade to clank with the diamond back there in the air. Steve's materials have evaporated and the stocks have as well. IPhoenix looking for a 3-star.
I know, it's ridiculous. And just seeing him just play C4, blow it up, play C4, blow it up, and place the up tilt perfectly to catch the jump out minecart. Excellent showing from IPhoenix to take game 1 versus Moon in a pretty convincing fashion, if I do say so myself.
You look at the Undertaker, you look at Kane, you see those big boots, but no boot is bigger in this set than that up tilt from Snake. That took all 3 stocks, and when you sat there like, ooh, there's a minecart. Boot, big, super kick style strike straight through the minecart and straight through that final stock of Moon here. We see IPhoenix take an emphatic 3-stock in that first game. That was absolutely brilliant there. I talked to IPhoenix a little bit, and that after we saw it come out a little bit in that game. That's why I said, IPhoenix, if you could have that CQC, what would you want to be able to do? And IPhoenix goes, I'd love to be able to F2 people, wants to use that high-low mix-up of the knee strike into that big double axe handle. And at the moment, Steve needs to get a handle on his own axe here as Moon needs to get that percent climbing higher and higher in the sky using the minecart. And there we go, the axe handle, not needing double handle, instead just using that one single strike to start a ladder. And there we are, grabbing grenade, unafraid, and there we go, the percentage. Moon's favorite at the moment, but things are never far from spiraling when Snake's pulling those grenades.
Absolutely, Snake can just stack on the damage, and as I mentioned, the throws going perfectly over that 2-block high wall. It's ridiculous. Moon's not giving a moment to breathe, but when he does, he's stacking on that damage high, almost to a 64 stack, but not quite yet.
Yeah, and speaking of that 64 stack, can I just say, Moon's fun fact that I asked for, Moon knocked in with, by the way, did you know Steve in total can hold 64 different types of material the same size as a stack? But there we are, stacking on the percent and wanting to take away, never mind stacks, we want stocks. The F tilt, the up tilt was there, ready to do it all over again. It is currently 3 for 3. Will it be 4 for 4? We need to see. Let's have a look. We want that C4. The C4 is on the ground. Moon, though, building that wall and mining away. I don't care what you've got to say. Just stay away. And there we are, coming in with a minecart, boosting that movement and going for the forward air to knock Snake away.
That's exactly what Moon is wanting right now, especially after that devastating game 1, taking the first stock. Even after a while, it's a bit of a slow burn where you can, like, stall Snake down. Finding that stock is insane. Nevertheless, finding the down throw into the up tilt. unfortunate. Like I said, slow burn. Moon's down is going to stack on really high as well, getting to 160. Very scary position. Oh, that cheeky reversal.
Getting rid of Nikito. Bottom we Cypher with that diamond back air, breaking the recovery, but because Snake was able to air dodge, able to get it back, and able ultimately to make it back to stage here. Here we are, going back up with Cypher, able to recover even from the deepest depths. Both of these characters can come all the way back, whether it's with C4, whether it's with Grenade, whether it's with Minecart. Both of these players do not want to be caught lacking off stage, able to use their options for such tremendous effect to come back from even the deepest depths. And at the moment, Steve looks to be in the depths of a mine, going all the way down, looking for a vein of diamond to continue the devastation on next and gliding all the way.
That's ridiculous, going so low for that there. Oh, like feeling hungry for the kill. Like we're watching neutral here, and Phoenix is pressuring Moon. Moon's not getting a second to fucking breathe at all. But what Moon does, the percent, like I said, stacks on and almost going for that really low fair kill. Devastating. This is an exciting game, Hobhunk. And it's only game 2.
Absolutely. Both of these players are throwing everything and the kitchen sink and your diamond pickaxe and your big flying device at each other. That wall erected just to be like, come on then, take that little bit more time to recover. I'll get some more materials, then I'll start throwing stuff at you again. Despite the fact that always we see
kind of need some materials. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, a low stock, nowhere near 64. And Snake was almost no more off the back of that, redstone powered minecart, but not able to unseat. As we see high into the sky, that up smash, that grenade launcher, launching Steve up and away. Diamond is back on deck, but Moon only has one more chance to remain on the deck before Snake is able to unseat once more. There we are, grabbing the up throw is what was intended, but Grenade saves the day, clutching it out, but that redstone rings true, running through Snake.
Indeed, and when grenades will always have other plans to what you want, whether you are the Snake or the opponent, and we certainly saw that right there. Oh, damn, insane pressure. I like the little setup. It's a bit cheeky from IPhoenix, and now he's sitting at a lovely 10% more Moon. Terrifying 140, and the stock is gone. I don't even get a second to talk, Hobhunk.
We can't call that. Up to was involved in that kill, but I don't think it was the main thing. We are currently on 4 out of 6 kills coming from Snake's up tilt. You at home, if you blinked, you may have missed it. If you looked away to see what Craig Revel Horwood's score was for the latest dance on Strictly Come Dancing, you may not have seen the fact that Moon went from like 40% all the way to 124 in a matter of seconds in a bevy of explosions from those grenades, from that C4. It was absolutely insane how fast that stock evaporated. Moon reckons that in Minecraft, the ideal house would be built of deep slate, and Moon's got to dig deep at this very moment to find a way back into the set. You are 2-0 down after quite an emphatic lead at the start of game 2. Can you bring it all the way back and start the process of a reverse 3-0? Or will the building be halted? Will the mine be retired? Will it be closed for hazardous materials being contained within? Will we see Grenade blast it open? We'll have to see as we continue this set. If you're just tuning in, of course, I am Hobhunks alongside my friend Piper, and Steve's percentages are starting to soar higher and higher as we see the ledge trap set up by IPhoenix. Grenades are up and away. Up smashers are up and away. The grenade launcher wanting to launch Steve up and away into the sky.
Everything is up and away right now, Hobhunks. Unfortunately, no up and away stocks at the moment. Now, we see immediately IPhoenix went to 90 in a matter of seconds, and Moon slowly but surely got sent to 82% now. No, not quite much higher, and like every little moment, it's kind of against IPhoenix. But the last 2 games, especially game 1, have shown us that IPhoenix finds those skills, finds those cheeky little mortar strikes when he wants them the most, and gets out of those tight jams with the grenade on the minecart. That is something that we have not mentioned that much in this matchup. Grenade, especially sitting on the ground, is a great way to deal with the oppressive tool that is minecart.
Yeah, it's been, and as well as we saw that, it's been stunning the back airs as well, stopping and clanking and then being like, whoa. It's like something out of an Acme cartoon. You sat there like Wile E. Coyote's about to step on a mine. He steps on it, looks at the camera and goes, whoa. And that's exactly what happens when Steve back airs that grenade, taking that moment to be like, whoops, did I do that? And then taking a hefty little bit of percent. As we see the minecart established, getting the spike hitbox you wanted to see Snake sent away, but instead slithering back to stage there, able to get that spike hitbox instead of the send away, and unable to do anything about it. Moon Fair enough, you're getting materials. Fair enough, you aren't too far in disadvantage, but you need to unseat Snake. You've got a full stock. What are you going to do about it? You're going to keep mining away, building that iron, getting those minecarts on deck. The anvil comes out as well, and out goes Moon.
He was ridiculous there. I don't know if you saw it, but as Moon got hit by a couple of explosives, a couple of grenades on the right side, IPhoenix positioned himself perfectly to get that sticky, get that little cheese sticky, and Moon got sent away, and up and dead, and now is IPhoenix first stock.
203% before hit. 203% before hit. That's what we were looking at. IPhoenix was sat there like, I'm at 200. Snake sat there like, I'm a heavy because of all the equipment I've got, but I also had a couple burgers on the way to this bracket, but there we go.
Those burgers.
I hope so. Burgers and beans, burgers and beans, burgers and beans, and beef is what these two players have with each other at this moment. The delayed hit of minecart extended it even further because of that grenade, getting that turnaround in the air and wanting to get down. Moon spoke to me beforehand saying that the disadvantage was what he most wanted to improve before this bracket. The disadvantage, timing your options, picking the right moment, picking the right tool to get out of disadvantage is unfortunately we've seen it as well. There we go. A quick drop of the C4, a quick explosion came out. There was Moon, and there is IPhoenix booking a spot in losers finals.